Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Carolina Panthers.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25.
Here we go. Ready.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
You look at this Carolina defense.
They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Second down, here's Richardson.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover or takeaway, a key sack on third down.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A big play here for Dallas. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Drop 60. Hurry.
Richardson now on 2nd down. Completes this one to Pickens.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what the opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Bijan Robinson, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Set.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb.
Up to the 20. This defense for the Cowboys, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
The Panthers at 5-4 now on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
You look at this Cowboy defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. We'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Here's Chubb on the read option. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Nick Chubb with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Bijan Robinson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys are once again back in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, Watson. He's got this to Williams, complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown! Mike Williams, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Gay is on for the point after. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
On the go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game. It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
A gain of 30. And the Cowboys first down.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
14. Cowboys 13.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
19 tight.
Richardson looking to throw this. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Richardson hit and he fumbles it.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
So an 8-play drive gets him down there, but play number 9, that winds up a missed field goal.
And they definitely moved the ball well. That's a drive where you hate to come away with nothing.
Finding room at midfield. Down the left sideline. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Get it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the
injury because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
70 Timberwolves.
Richardson to throw off play action. His throw incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass and you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He went,
oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking up one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7.
From the gun, here's Watson. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Mike Williams.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Panthers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Fair catch, gain at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on your quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
A lot depending on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Throwing again, it's Richardson on 2nd down. And this one too low.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half of Panthers' pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now yet another incompletion here as he failed to connect on third.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing. It puts them in that position.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Watson. Catch made here by Campbell. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here's A.J. Cole now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Here's one deep for Pickens. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the 50, it's Watson. Williams brings it in. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On 1st and 10, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now Watson going to change the look here.
Again, it's Watson. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Watson. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The game knocks this one through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting.
And now the rookie's free.
Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 20.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
Bijan Robinson.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again,
and again.
And again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Now Mike McCarthy's saying, let's go for 2. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's second. This is the NFL. And it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Fighting his way through contact. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juwan Bentley.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons. 2nd and 10.
Hey, check that. Street.
Robinson on a give right side.
Able to slither by. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
119 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Back to Robinson now on first down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Again, it's Robinson. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Now Richardson. Now into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And a great return here gets us with all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over first and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. Nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17. Watson. And it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
He was looking for Mike Williams that time, but it'll be second and goal. Now Chubb running right. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Now Watson on third and goal. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Juwan Bentley. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless, too.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner multiple times an All-Pro in there to drop him for a loss.
This rookie was already being tested as he tries to lead a comeback here in the second half. Now he's got to get some momentum back after that sack and a big loss.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Here's Richardson to throw.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. Bijan Robinson, 79 yards.
And the Cowboys are back within a score.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal.
31. Cowboys 28.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will be a touchback. Barrios deciding not to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Off of play action, it's Watson rolling to his right. And got his man complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Panthers. Harris Campbell, 76 yards. And the Panthers are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play here for Dallas. 62 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown.
Bijan Robinson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Oh, this one, it may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
No timeout.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
108 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Carolina. 43 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
And again, it's Chubb. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back.
Touchdown! Chubb with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Panthers will add to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Play action. Now Richardson. He's got this to Pickens, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Come on. Hey.
Richardson. And his throw is incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
30. And the Cowboy first
Hold ready. Ready.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. 7th play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Third and long for Richardson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Antonio Johnson. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Chubb is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Robinson up the middle.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
And quickly they get to the line.
They go play action with Richardson.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now. And if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from blocking.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 41-yard line.
Let's go now.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Now it's Richardson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. They give to Chubb out of the gun. He was brought down by Malik Collins.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now 2nd and 9.
They run it again with Chubb. And a short gain here down to the 22. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On third down, it's Nick Chubb, and he is going to lose yardage here. Not at all what they envisioned on third down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. As they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing little.
Stop, here we go, bucket off the pick and roll. Champs, gotta go, we don't move, it's scary.
Last time a shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like it's Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We on switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less. Flip that, then I got on a check. Dispatch, then we go on a race. Switch it up if that other place. Mix it up, got a lot on my plate.